The CompTIA Cybersecurity Pathway is easier than you think. You don't need to guess between Security Plus, CySA Plus, and PenTest Plus. In just a few minutes, I'll show you the real difference, the real job roles, and which certification you should take first this year. Hey everyone, JR here. I am an IT professional with multiple CompTIA certifications. Thank you for tuning in. Let's just jump right in. Let's break this down in the simplest real-world way possible, because this is where most people get stuck. Security Plus, CySA Plus, and PenTest Plus sounds like they're part of the same ladder. And there's actually some truth to that, but they're actually built for completely different type of work. So Security Plus, the foundation, everybody will recognize Security Plus. It's like learning the language of cybersecurity. It gives you the vocabulary, the concepts, and the big picture so you can actually understand what's happening inside security teams. But Security Plus doesn't make you an expert on anything, and that's okay. It makes you just dangerous enough to contribute and support the team and start figuring out where you want to specialize next. Let me give you a quick example. On the job, Security Plus is what lets you triage basic security alerts, review access requests, understand policies, or participate in your first incident response meeting without feeling like you're lost. Think of it as your passport. This is the thing that gets you through the door. Now, CySA Plus, on the other hand, is when you move from understanding security to actually analyzing and working a little bit more deep into it. This is the defender cert, the investigator cert, the one that you kind of stop learning at concepts and you actually start looking at real data. With CySA Plus, you're inside security dashboard or scene dashboards, pulling logs, validating threats, and writing incident reports. This is the stuff that SOC teams do every day. So let's say someone flags a security log, something suspicious, some activity that it looks weird. You actually go in, review it, and figure out if it's real or if it's just false positive or it's not true. So what about PenTest Plus? This is the offensive track. If CySA is defense, PenTest Plus is about finding weaknesses before the bad guys do. You'll do recon, scanning, exploitations, privilege escalation, and then reporting it, which is honestly just half of the job. Here's what it looks like. A company says, hey, can you check if our web app is vulnerable to X, Y, or Z? You're the one that fires up the tools to test it and write the reports. So that's the real breakdown. One teaches you the fundamentals, one teaches you to defend, and one teaches you how to attack. Now let's make this practical and talk about the actual job roles each cert connects to, because this is where most people make the wrong assumptions. So now that you understand what each certification focuses on, let's talk about the actual job roles and opportunities each one connects to, because this is where finally things start making sense. Security Plus usually opens the door to early support roles, and each one gives you different ways to build experience. Think of Security Plus like your first time going to the gym. You're learning where the equipment is, how everything works, and getting comfortable before you start lifting heavy. At this level, your job is about awareness and not mastery. You'll help in review tickets, monitoring basic alerts, documenting findings, and supporting the team while you actually build that experience and that mastery. So once you get Security Plus, these are the roles that you can apply for. IT support or help desk, maybe with a little bit sprinkle in there with security focus. This is like managing Active Directory accounts, creating security groups, installing applications, troubleshooting, dealing with access issues, and helping with patching the system. Junior security analyst. You'll review logs, you'll run vulnerability scanners, monitoring alerts, creating tickets, and documenting findings for senior analysts. SOC Tier 1 analysts, monitoring SIEM alerts, those security dashboards that we talk about, collecting initial evidence, and escalating anything suspicious to Tier 2 or an incident response team, DRC or compliance assistant. And here you'll be reviewing policies, updating compliance documents, supporting cyber awareness efforts, and helping with risk assessments. Network support technician. And this one, you can be assisting the network engineer, managing print servers, making switch port changes, some basic stuff, and help with connectivity issues. Now, CySA, a little bit more involved and it gets a little bit deeper. This cert maps directly to blue team efforts. This is the people that detect, investigate, and defend. At this point, you're just not only reviewing alerts, you're actually investigating them. You are deep inside the logs, correlating events, validating threats, and supporting incident response. So if with Security Plus, you were just learning how to read alerts, with CySA Plus, you're actually figuring out if those alerts really matter. It is the heart of modern cyber defense. So once you get CySA Plus, this is the roles that you can apply for. SOC analyst, maybe a tier 1, or, a little bit elevated in there, or maybe even tier 2. And this one, like I mentioned, you're gonna be deep dive, driving and checking those alerts, analyzing patterns, and escalating real threats to incident response. Cybersecurity analyst. You'll be running investigations, tuning the security dashboard rules or those themes, analyzing behavior, and working across multiple tools. Threat hunter, maybe junior threat hunter. Here, you actually proactively looking for indicators of compromise inside the environment. Incident responder, maybe entry level or intermediate level. You'll be collecting evidence, containing threats, and helping with response efforts. Blue team analyst, you will be reviewing systems activity, validating vulnerabilities, and just strengthening defenses. Now, PenTest Plus. This one is, like I mentioned, it's all about evaluating the system from the offensive side. CySA's defense, PenTest the opposite. So at this level, you'll be performing some recon, scanning to see if you can find any vulnerabilities or something to exploit. You actually will attempt exploit, escalating and maybe escalating privileges, and just, documenting, everything that you find. You might be running a vulnerability in the morning and maybe throughout the day, just trying to see if what you found you can exploit and poking around. And then, writing that report to ensure that whoever is your customer has the latest data of their weaknesses in their system, so you can provide that to them. PenTest Plus is for people that like to breaking things apart, to understand how they work, and of course, everything responsible. So once you get PenTest Plus, these are some of the roles that you can apply for. Penetration tester, I will say maybe junior. And here you'll be executing tests against networks, applications, or systems, and like I said, just document the findings. Vulnerability assessor. You'll be running scans, validating some of the vulnerabilities, and just kind of help prioritize. In a way, a little bit like a analyst, but not quite. They kind of overlap. Sometimes kind of cybersecurity analyst stuff kind of bleeds over to PenTest Plus. Red Team Apprentice. So in this one, you'll be supporting simulations and other senior red teamers with their efforts to exploit any campaign that they got going on. You can also be a web app tester, testing application for OWASP top 10 issues and security weaknesses. Security consultant, maybe just a junior security consultant, performing assessments, producing reports, and advising the teams how to reduce the risk. So now that you can actually see the pathway, Security Plus gets you in the door, CySA Plus builds you for defensive skills, and PenTest Plus your offensive skills. Let's figure out which certifications you should take first, the one that actually fits the kind of work that you actually want to be doing. If you're brand into IT or cybersecurity, you're still trying to figure out if you want to go cyber route or which cyber route you want to go to, Security Plus is your move. For people that just want to learn the foundation and want to have the bigger picture first. This will help you understand everything before you actually dive deeper. So in simplest terms, you want to learn the map to choose your destination, Security Plus is for you. Now, CySA Plus, if you naturally enjoy puzzles or patterns and connecting those dots, CySA is where you're gonna be shining. This is for people that enjoy digging deeper, people that get curious when stuff doesn't look right, and people that like figuring out why something happened. So if you're the one that start checking logs where something is actually not wrong, you're probably built for CySA Plus. Now, PenTest Plus. If you're ever taking something apart just to see how it works or how it looks, PenTest Plus might be your track. This is for people that like experimenting, testing the limits of something, and just breaking things responsibly. If you get excited when tools give you some unexpected results, and if you want to see what happens if you push it, PenTest Plus might fit your brain perfectly. Okay, so here's the truth. All three certifications are valuable. What matters most is choosing that matches the work that you would like to be doing every day. Because I am a firm believer, if you enjoy the work, you learn faster, grow quicker, and stay in the field longer. Now, if you're still unsure which one fits the kind of work you want to do, I'll link a video that breaks down how to choose your IT specialty based on how you think and you work. Now, let's close this out. You know what to do. See you in the next one. JR out.